They had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Yeah, know some heavy allegations to put on somebody just because they went to shoot a music video.
That's the vibe right now. Picture it. Twitter is the studio audience. Instagram is backstage, and Lil Baby is sweating under the studio lights while Young Thug gleefully waves his phone like a DNA test.
The issue I find aggravating in this particular circumstances are several. You got arrested with a gun within 6 months of you being placed on probation.
Out of nowhere, Thug drops what the streets are calling receipts screenshots so spicy they could deep fry the internet. And the wildest part? He didn't even flinch. No cryptic emojis, no PR filter, just straight chaos. If you're loving the tea, don't forget to drop a comment, and hit that subscribe button like it owes you money. Fans weren't ready. One minute they're debating mixtape rankings, the next, they're treating Twitter like CSI. Atlanta, zooming in on pixelated messages like they're analyzing the Zapruder film.
I think they actually go to court today.
Okay.
So by the time we get out of the interview, maybe we'll know some good news.
Yeah.
For the most part, it's like the same old thing. They just trying to get a bun. But I definitely talk to them. I know how I feel to be in that situation, so I reach out to their parents.
Conspiracy threads, side-by-side photos, whispers about burner phones, you name it. It's like a Marvel crossover episode, except instead of heroes saving the world, rappers are nuking their reputations in real time. And Lil Baby, his team's allegedly scrambling harder than a brunch buffet. Image consultants, lawyers, probably even his barber are getting emergency calls, because in today's internet, one leak can become the gospel before the PR machine even wakes up. This isn't just a rumor, it's a public relations sinkhole. The drama's got everything: betrayal, screenshots, Atlanta nightlife lore, even a whiff of secret societies if you squint hard enough. People are already comparing it to hip-hop's own Watergate. Except instead of follow the money, it's follow the DMs. The real kicker is timing. Young Thug didn't drop these receipts on a quiet Tuesday.
You have the right to call an attorney right now. You spoke for 2 hours. 2 hours. It's me, the horse. I'm not saying that. Y'all heard what y'all.
This wasn't an accident. It was a chess move with diamond-encrusted pieces. Thug essentially walked into a burning room and poured gasoline scented with Versace cologne. If you thought rap beefs were about diss tracks, think again. This is psychological warfare played out in 4K screenshots. Fans are glued to their phones like it's the season finale of a reality show, and just when you think it can't get messier, someone hits refresh, and a new rumor drops. For years, whispers about his private extracurriculars floated around like cigarette smoke in a strip club, thick, hazy, and impossible to ignore. People brushed them off as jealousy, haters, or the internet doing what the internet does best.
One thing I know about it, it ain't got nothing to lose. He gonna take everybody down with him.
And y'all heard with y'all own ears. You got one AI. They did that in the third. And, he ain't rat on nobody. Bro, if you sit down with 12 and bust out and say these words, if y'all talking about gonna rat it from saying yes, ma'am, you mean to tell me this not making a rat by saying they said Roscoe the bust up?
But then Young Thug came through with screenshots that, according to fans, line up way too neatly with those old tales. It's like somebody dug up an old urban legend and dropped a Polaroid right next to it. Twitter detectives are having the time of their lives. They're making charts, timelines, and side-by-side comparisons like it's a cold case. They're finding dates that match club appearances, matching initials to known associates, even decoding emojis like they're part of some Illuminati cipher. One user literally wrote, "The receipts are giving CSI Bankhead." Another said, "This the Da Vinci Code, but with rappers."
I know y'all love Thug, and I love y'all. But y'all just bear with me. I'm finna destroy Young Thug. He will not be able to rap no more. Would it? Be quiet.
Meanwhile, Lil Baby's entire camp is probably staging crisis meetings in 3 time zones. What started as rumor season has become a siege. And because the receipts echo years of gossip, the public's not asking, is it true? But how long's it been going on? That shift in narrative is devastating. It flips the burden of proof. The comedy writes itself. Memes of Baby looking stressed, TikToks of people reenacting imaginary group chats, even Reddit threads about the hidden meaning behind his old lyrics. Fans are combing through interviews from 2018 like they're scanning the Dead Sea Scrolls, convinced he's been telling on himself this whole time. And Thug's timing? Chef's kiss. Dropping these alleged receipts while Baby's brand is at peak visibility is like hitting reply all on the entire rap game. It's messy, calculated, and undeniably entertaining. This is more than just celebrity tea, it's a culture clash. The streets versus social media spectacle. Old school codes of loyalty colliding with screenshot culture. And as more of those old rumors resurface with proof attached, Lil Baby's carefully curated image is wobbling like a Jenga tower with one block left. Twitter didn't even have time to finish clowning Lil Baby before the internet yanked a skeleton out of Young Thug's own walk-in closet, and it's wearing designer cuffs. That old police station footage? Back like a Marvel reboot. 2 solid hours of Thug sitting under fluorescent lights, getting grilled about the Lil Wayne tour bus shooting, and allegedly dropping Pee Wee Roscoe's name like it's a mic. It's the kind of tape that makes fans grab popcorn with one hand and their pearls with the other. Because here's the kicker. Thug has spent years positioning himself as the ultimate no-snitching street prophet, dragging Gunna publicly and firing subliminal shots at anyone who cooperated with cops. Now people are slicing and dicing his own video frame by frame, hunting for the moment the hypocrisy leaks out of his pores. Reddit detectives are in full CSI mode. They're comparing lip movements, syncing transcripts, and even analyzing the body language of the detective to decide if Thug was giving up intel or just helping his brother. Twitter spaces sound like courtrooms. Objection, Your Honor, that's cap. Overruled, roll the clip. Meanwhile, the memes are savage. Split screens of Thug yelling "no snitching" on one side and Thug in the interrogation room on the other. Captions like, "Somebody call 1-800-SNAKE" and "YSL stands for you snitch loudly." Fans are unrelenting and hilariously creative. What's wild is how fast the narrative flips. One day Thug's the executioner, the next day he's on the chopping block. Suddenly, his receipts about Lil Baby look less like exposing the truth and more like deflection. It's the classic magician's trick. Wave one hand so nobody notices the other hand palming the coin. Forget subtle shade, forget cryptic emojis. Thug nuked the timeline with a tweet so reckless it made diss tracks look like Hallmark cards. "We all be taking Mad D in Atlanta." That's how he started. And then, like a reality show villain about to drop receipts at the reunion, he threw in, "Don't wear no skinnies around Baby if you're not with it." Hit tweet, delete, internet meltdown. Within minutes, the whole culture went DEFCON 1. Was he talking about Lil Baby, Birdman, or just trolling? Nobody knew, but everyone had a theory. YouTube Live spun up like emergency broadcasts. Twitter threads were unspooling faster than a spool of lace front glue in a hurricane. The memes? God tier. Atlanta's new slogan, "Where the players play," and maybe something else. One viral post read. Lil Baby's name shot straight into the trending list. The guy didn't even tweet. He was minding his business, and suddenly, he's the main character of Twitter's soap opera. His PR team probably aged 5 years in 5 minutes. Imagine sipping your morning smoothie only to find the internet debating your bedroom habits based on a deleted tweet from your former collaborator. What made it so juicy was the ambiguity. Thug didn't name names. He just dropped enough breadcrumbs for the internet to bake a scandalous loaf. People were parsing slang, decoding subtext, and screenshotting deleted tweets like they were holding the Rosetta Stone of ATL nightlife. And Thug's timing? Again, immaculate chaos. Dropping the tweet at the peak of speculation gave it nuclear impact. It didn't just add fuel to the fire, it blew up the gas station. Suddenly the conversation wasn't, "Does Baby have a secret?" but "Who else is in on it?" The circle of suspicion widened faster than a conspiracy subreddit at 3 a.m. That's exactly what Lil Baby and Michael Rubin did. Instead of ducking low and letting the internet cool off, they popped out like reality show contestants who just found out they're trending. The hug was tighter, the smiles were brighter, and the cameras were rolling. Cue Meek Mill in the background, looking like a man who just walked into the wrong Zoom meeting. One frame he's sipping a drink, the next he's blinking twice like a hostage. The internet screenshotted it instantly. Memes exploded. Meek watching his boys ruin their careers in real time. Meek Mill at the party like Michael Corleone in Godfather 3, just when I thought I was out. The entire vibe was surreal. You could almost hear the group chat notifications dinging as fans dissected every frame. Look at Rubin's hand on Baby's shoulder. Look at Meek's face. Enhance, enhance again. The clip was basically the Zapruder film of 2025 hip-hop gossip. What made it funnier was the optics of doubling down. Instead of retreating, Baby and Ruben came out grinning, toasting, acting like nothing was wrong. That's either big energy or big miscalculation. Because while you're sipping champagne in the VIP, the internet's in the comments building conspiracy boards with red string and pushpins. And poor Meek, he became a meme by accident. A bystander turned co-star in a soap opera he probably didn't sign up for. Old photos of him and Ruben at NBA games resurfaced, captions got wilder, and suddenly, Meek Mill Sugar Baby was trending right next to Lil Baby billionaire hugs. Lil Baby once bragged about keeping his skin clean. No ink, no thug label, no street stereotype. He told interviewers he wanted boardroom deals, not back alley whispers. Fast forward and now, boom! Fresh tattoos crawling up his legs like the credits of a horror film. One says 90s baby, another cryptic scrawl nobody can even decode. To fans, it felt like a plot twist in a show they'd already binge-watched. And just when they're trying to wrap their heads around the new ink, people start dragging old footage of Baby with James Harden. Yes, NBA superstar James Harden out of the vault. That famous 2020 birthday gift, the Prada backpack stuffed with honey buns and $100,000 cash, suddenly looks less like a quirky bro present and more like a breadcrumb in the sugar daddy cinematic universe. Twitter sleuths are stitching side-by-side clips like Exhibit A, the bag, Exhibit B, the bond. The jokes have been merciless. James Harden or James Harden, one viral post quipped. Memes of Harden sliding cash across a poker table with captions like, "This for groceries." Fans are even theorizing the tattoos are some kind of coded signal like secret ink that only the Billionaire Club understands. What's hilarious is the total rereading of old events. What once looked like brotherly love now looks like a subplot in an HBO After Hours series. Harden leaning on Baby's shoulder at the club, not bro energy anymore. Now it's episode 3, the reveal. The narrative practically writes itself. Baby's tattoos, Harden's gifts, Ruben's hugs, all of it is now being packaged into a conspiracy mixtape the internet is producing for free. Even sports blogs are getting in on it, posting think pieces titled, "From Courtside to Controversy, The Harden Baby Connection." Lil Baby once had fans quoting his verses for motivation gym playlists, car rides, hustle mood. Now those same lines are being screenshot with red circles and question marks like they're evidence in a RICO case. Entire Reddit threads are called hidden messages in Baby's old lyrics. TikTok kids are literally playing his tracks backward like it's 1999 trying to find Satan in Britney records. Take a throwaway line from 2019 about private jets and private friends. Suddenly it's confirmation he had secret billionaire links. A line about double lives in a freestyle. Fans are stitching it into a timeline like it's part of an HBO docuseries. Even his rhymes about never needing a handout are getting twisted into, yeah, but he took the honey buns, didn't he? The energy online is wild. Twitter detectives are making lyric spreadsheets, color-coding words, and pulling up genius annotations from 5 years ago to prove he's been hinting at this life the whole time. One viral post read, "He's not spitting bars, he's filing affidavits." Another said, "This isn't rap, it's a confession over beats." It's also created a cottage industry of parody. TikTokers are making fake songs where Baby admits things over his own beats. Memes with captions like, "Reading Lil Baby lyrics after Thugs leaks be like," followed by shocked Pikachu faces. Even DJs are jokingly announcing, "Here's a track off Baby's new album." Clues. The funniest part is the total tonal flip. Lyrics that once sounded like typical rap braggadocio now read like coded diaries. Fans are convinced Baby has been hiding Easter eggs like a Marvel writer. Every metaphor about shooting shots becomes a reference to DM slides. Every plug becomes a billionaire. This reinterpretation is like gasoline for the fire. It allows the rumor mill to retroactively build a mythology around Baby's career. He was telling us the whole time makes a much juicier headline than "this came out of nowhere." And because music lasts forever, every old verse is a new weapon. And because hip-hop thrives on perception as much as sound, Baby's silence isn't just background noise, it's a bass drop echoing through the rumor mill. Fans are waiting for a single word, and until then, the internet's filling in the lyrics itself. What started as a single messy leak between Young Thug and Lil Baby has now snowballed into a scandal that feels like it could swallow half the game. This isn't just one rapper catching heat. It's an entire city's hip-hop royalty being dragged into the rumor volcano, and fans are loving every second. The memes are ridiculous. People posting mock Netflix trailers called honey buns. Billionaires fake casting sheets with rappers lined up as characters in the Secret Circle AI deepfakes of Young Thug narrating, like David Attenborough. And here we see the Atlanta rapper in his natural habitat. Even 50 Cent's Instagram comments look like stand-up shows. Yet under all the clowning, there's a real sense of danger. Hip-hop is a reputation economy, and once a story like this sticks, it's nearly impossible to scrub. Industry insiders whisper that endorsement deals are on pause, brand collabs gone pending, and publicists burning the midnight oil drafting contingency plans. This is no longer a question of whether Lil Baby survives. It's whether the entire Atlanta rap power circle can come out of this without permanent scars. The internet's appetite for drama is endless, and for every secret hinted at, there are 10 more waiting to be dug up. In the end, the real winner might not be a rapper at all, but the chaos itself.